All right, so I got us a couple seconds.
What's going on, everybody?
What's
Welcome
up,
to
everybody?
Ep.6 of the BiggOh wrap up. This is the pregame show for the Royal Rumble. It is your boy BiggOh, along with the bro from the Mo, the mid-mo smart, aka Jeremy, man. Y'all already know the one and only. I've reached out to Rob. I haven't heard from Rob to see if he wants to get in. Hooley might jump in here in a little bit or something. He said he's been wanting to chat with us for a minute. But before we get into all that, I know the bro want to go make him a nice beverage real quick. I just wanted to try something new with a little cold opening, y'all. So, hey, we're going to get started here in just a minute. But until then, y'all know what it is. This is Team Big Mo Bang Bang. Let's go. Tip. I want to send my condolences to Dr. Evil and Mrs. Evil.
Yes. Yes.
Me and the bro from the Mo, we caught wind of some unfortunate news this earlier today, and I just want to say, Dr. Evil, like anything that you need, if you want to talk, you want to just shoot the shit, it doesn't matter. Like you always are welcome to come in to the Bebe family, and we got you. Just like it
Rest
is
in
over
peace,
there.
Blind Bat.
Yeah, rest in peace to the blind one, man. Very, very knowledgeable person, man. I was fortunate to have a few conversations with him that was very enlightening, and
Same.
such a down to earth guy, just easy to talk to, and he is one of the great ones that will be missed, man. So R.I.P.
Yeah.
Blind Batman.
Yeah.
Dr.
I had
Evil.
limited engagements.
Yeah.
Engagements with him, interactions, whatnot. But everything that I ever said to him, every interaction that I ever had was very positive and uplifted my day, or at least my however long I was in that stream. And no, he was a great guy. And I wasn't necessarily sure exactly who he was, but I knew he was close to the family, in whatever case, but like I say, I just wasn't entirely certain. But at the same time, like, he was always around, at least for a little while, every stream, and it was a pleasure to get to know him from what I did. But albeit, condolences. Keep your chin up, Doc. It'll be all right.
Yeah,
We shall get over this.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Evil, Mrs. Evil. I'm sure what I'm about to say is going to basically repeat the same sentiments Jeremy is going to say. You know, our DMs are open. You know, if you would like to just physically just reach out to us, hey, I do not mind.
We're here.
Give you my number. We are here for you for whatever you need, bro. Like, you've been there, you and JD, you guys, and Captain Paul, you guys have been there for our tough times, and we want to make sure that we're there for you guys in your tough times as well. So,
word.
Rest in peace to Blind Bat, man. Your legacy will continue to live on, man. I guarantee it, man. Guarantee it. But yeah, wanted to make sure, you know, I had to do that. But we also got a few things to talk about. Some Rumble news that came out. Some rumors. There's news about Brock Lesnar and his possible plans and everything. What I call the McMahon inner circle is no more in WWE for now. And that will also caveat to what could be a returning Stephanie McMahon. I'm gonna talk about that as well.
Wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, Ryback is in the news. Yes, the sniveling, whining crybaby.
You had notes over this too?
He has been calling for Triple H to lose his job, all because of this McMahon thing, and with Triple H being kind of in that circle of McMahon and stuff, you know. So he wants Triple H gone, and I'm gonna talk about that. I want us to talk about that too, and of course, CM Punk training with NXT rosters.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, Phil. What are you trying to tell us, Phil? If you guys
some people may be getting called up. If we want to start off the whole situation with that, the whole discussion with that.
Fine. Let's talk about Phil Brooks.
well, I can safely say, and we were discussing this on the phone, that Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, and who else was in that ring? Trick Williams,
and Alexis King, aka Brian Pillman.
What's up, Matt?
What's going
Alexis
on,
King
Matt?
was in that. But everybody.
Hey, Matt, happy Rumble Saturday, man.
Yes, happy Rumble Saturday. But no, that's everybody who you and I were actually speculating on being inserted into the Rumble for any which reason, whether it was to take Brock Lesnar's spot or if it was just because they're getting called up.
And I'm thinking basically it could be taking Brock's spot. I do feel like Trick Williams is going to show up on SmackDown to be with Carmelo Hayes pretty soon. Maybe Alexis King will be a little bit down the line. But I think to kind of help finish that story that they're telling the NXT, this is a great time for them to use the Rumble to get that kept going. Okay, so this is what I want to do. If it spoils, don't share it. But if it's just like information and stuff, you know, like I don't care if you name what's going on, but don't tell me what happens or what's been written is going to happen. So, but yeah, I think that, you know, that'll be a nice way if Brock is not, because it goes like this. It goes like this. Per PW Insider, that's the source. Brock Lesnar withdrew from the Rumble, and NXT talent is expected to replace Brock. That is per PW Insider, straight from there. And I know the story that those guys are, well, with the exception of Braun Breaker, because I know him and Baron Corbin, who's also wouldn't surprise me if you see one of those two.
Yeah, that was another guy we were talking about.
But with Alexis King, Melo, and Trick, it wouldn't surprise me if they got put in there just to kind of put a little more fire to that story going back to NXT. You know, because I do feel like Trick is getting ready to get called up with, you know, to be with Melo. So that's how I look at it right there.
That's fair assumption.
But yeah, pure assumption. But yeah, we also talked about we said Braun Breaker, but Baron Corbin, who's been in Rumbles, he might be called back up.
It's hard to see him not showing up. It just makes too much sense that he would actually show up. Well, JD and Drew talked about this earlier today. I won't say who it is, but we may get a little forbidden door tonight. I'll just leave it at that. I didn't quite catch that conversation, but there's a lot of things that can happen on Rumble night. So, like I say, just one of them things. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Nobody knows but the people in charge.
Yeah, that's kind of a good thing about about today, about Rumble Saturday, because it's a lot of unpredictability that's going on. I've already said in the past, somebody like a Mickey James or a Gail Kim or something like that could show up for the women's in the Rumble. Everybody's expecting Naomi to show up as a signed superstar back to WWE. Of course, everybody want to sit here and fucking talk about Mercedes. Sorry, but everybody want to sit here talking about the Boston Glow. I wouldn't mind it, but at this point, with the stuff that I've been hearing, as far as people supposedly going, somebody close in WWE is supposed to be trying to find out about Sasha Banks, and they're saying that they're not going to temper with a contract. That's telling me that absolutely Mercedes is probably already signed to AEW. What's up, Kratos? You want to jump in this, man?
Hey, Kratos.
You want to jump in this, Kratos? Absolutely. Let me go ahead and pin that. We'll pin that. You want to jump in this, Kratos? We're just talking about the news and everything that we've been here for the past few hours now. We talked about Brock possibly not showing up and being replaced by NXT talent. So, so let me know you want to hop in. But anyways, back to Mercedes. Like I told you guys the other day, she has until 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock on the Eastern, blah, 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 to show up at the Rumble. If she does not show up, all conversations stop. All conversations stop.
I got you, Otis.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. All conversations stop. She's going to AEW. If she does not show up by the end of the Women's Royal Rumble match, I don't care if it goes on first.
Yep.
I don't care if it goes on last. She's not showing up. You bet your money if Naomi shows up more. Hell, you. Oh God. I forgot her name. What is her name? What's the name? Cedric Alexander's wife. What was her name? Big Swole. Big Swole.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, Big Swole.
I wouldn't be surprised if she showed up tonight. I would be so surprised if Mercedes showed up more than I would be if anybody else that I never thought of to show up in the Rumble tonight.
Thanks, JP.
Live with JP. Appreciate you.
Oh, and there's JP Giles. Two JPs up in here.
Yeah, we got two JPs. That's live with JP.
Live with JP. Welcome.
This is the assistant. See, Kratos ain't here, so now JP just clocked into work right now. And I'm pretty sure not Kratos, but Scripps. I meant to say Scripps. But Scripps ain't here. So JP got to pick up the slack. And
it's all right.
If Scripps don't show up later on tonight, then JP got to pick up that slack too. What's good, JP, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. And what's up, live with JP? Make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe. comment, and hit that bell for all
share,
notifications because tonight you ain't gonna want to miss this watch along. I got a new intro performing and everything. New intro and everything. Get them likes up. Let's go. Let's go. But like I said, that's my clock for Sasha, and that even goes the same thing for Kazuchika Okada when it comes to WrestleMania because his shit is done in February. So when his is done, he does have an opportunity to jump in and possibly make an appearance. Maybe he could just sit at the crowd at the Royal Rumble as a potential incoming superstar.
No.
I don't know. If you were to bring Okada into WWE, what would you do, bro?
I mean, and that would all, for one, depend on the working relationship that New Japan and WWE has, because as you said, he ain't done until February. Right. He's got until the end of the month. Regardless, it's only the 27th. He's still got a few days, and regardless, like they're just not going to take that chance. And whether they have a non-compete clause in his contract, I don't know either. However, never say never, as we always like to say in the world of pro wrestling. Never say never. But at this point, I honestly don't see Okada going, and I never really have. It'd be interesting if he did go to WWE, but I just don't see it in the cards for him. He has already shown through BTE and all of his interactions with the Bucks and the Elite, and how tight knit he is with Kenny and Hangman and everybody pretty much on that roster. He's already made 2-3 appearances in AEW.
Yeah. So, shout out to Kenny Omega, who's doing absolutely amazing right now. He is. All I've heard is that he's so much better right now.
All I've heard is that they delayed, if not possibly put off his surgery in hopes that he'll actually recover naturally. And that's not a bad decision because getting under the knife is only going to delay his return that much more. But all things considered, yes, well wishes to Kenny Omega and everybody else who we named earlier.
Yes, absolutely.
All things considered, I don't see Okada going to WWE in the slightest. Like people can shoot about rumors and innuendo, things that have happened and things that can be suggested from the behaviors. And I've even noticed that he was been a little bit more emotional than I anticipated leaving Japan with the venues that he's been at. But
the man was crying.
He could still, he could still, by all rights, go to AEW and still have that, but he's just not. He could just feel that genuine about not being there all the time anymore, and that's fine. Yep.
What's up, Scripps? Hey, good video earlier.
I didn't see it yet. I've got to check it out. I've been too busy occupied with news.
Good video, Scripts, man. Good video. I left a like and everything, man.
I'll check it out after the stream.
Matt says, I kind of have a feeling Okada is going to WWE. I mean, he's been so emotional on his way out of New Japan. If he goes to AEW, then he can go back.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying.
That's a great point. That is a great point.
Yeah, that is one of the points that I was trying to say is like he is been a little bit more emotional, like he wouldn't be returning that often or that soon. And so, there is reason to speculate that he is going to WWE, but I mean, he's just so close and tight knit with everybody in AEW that it's just difficult for me to see. I could be wrong. We could see him as early.
We definitely could be wrong. We could
see him as early as Elimination Chamber. Like I said,
we really could.
I don't, but if he is going to WWE, I do not expect him tonight in the slightest. No.
Yeah, not
Mercedes.
Tonight.
Mercedes, I will go ahead and second your notion that if TikTok motherfucker, if she's not here tonight, she ain't coming. I mean, she's probably been ready for months, and they've just been kind of waiting for the right time to get her in. Whether she has just been having issues being cleared or she's been indecisive, she's definitely fucking with all of our emotions at this point. So, she needs to shit or get off the pot one way or the other. However you want to interpret that, but no.
And get this, guys, and yes, She is.
If she doesn't,
She is in Florida. She's in Florida. It's one of the biggest wrestling weekends of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
But
have
she was also
everybody
supposedly in Florida. She was also already supposedly in Florida or flying into Florida when AEW was at Daly's a couple weeks ago. So I mean,
there.
let's not kid ourselves here. Like she's trying to troll us. She's trying to troll us. But if she does, like what Otis said, if she's not, and I'm gonna finish this. Well, I'm gonna at least finish my say in this, just by saying that if she doesn't show up tonight in the Rumble, she ain't coming. She's all elite. So after tonight, we'll be able to know. We'll know.
She's not coming at all. And that if she TikTok, if she
this
does
is
not
the best
show
time.
up,
This is the most opportune time for her to show up. For her to show back up. She's going to.
It's picture perfect for her. It's literally laid. The red carpet is literally laid out for Sasha Banks if she wants to return. The story that comes with it is laid out if she wants to. But if she don't show up by the end of that Women's Royal Rumble or the last women's match on that card on tonight's card, she is not coming. And I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about her showing up in WWE anymore. That means that she will be AEW bound. Now she got stories lined up for her there too. It's just whatever she wants to do. Sasha loves to troll us. She loves to troll us. Like, jeez, man. So, all right, we're gonna move on, man. There is no more McMahon inner circle anymore. For the first time, there's not a McMahon in WWE. However,
it's remarkable.
Yeah, it's very remarkable. But however, to caveat with that, ever since Vince has stepped down permanently, hopefully, stay away, Vince. You're gone. You're done. You're finished. Go get ready to hold some.
I'm gonna knock on wood for that, but he's gone. I'm gonna knock on wood for that, but he's gone.
But supposedly,
yes, sir, Matt. We'll get to that here in a minute.
Yeah, but there's talks of Stephanie McMahon coming back, and I, for one, would not mind that.
Yeah,
I miss Stephanie. I miss Stephanie. And if you think about it, if you think about it, if you got Triple H and Stephanie running the company,
well, there are arguments, and I would not be opposed to that at all, just because of the situation. But like I say, there's caveats and little bits and pieces that can be speculated on that it might not end out that way.
Exactly.
WWE and TKO they've expressed their interest in potentially bringing Stephanie back for whatever reason. I haven't really looked too much into those stories as of yet, but from what I understand, there's a lot of people being investigated. There's a lot,
and we'll talk about Rousey in a minute.
We'll talk about Rousey. Yeah, we'll get to that. We heard about it. There's a lot of people that are being investigated, both that were named in the lawsuit and not. I can already tell you that. Based on the whole situation, the quid pro quo kind of nature of the whole situation, it is illegal for an employer to employ somebody in repayment for sexual favors. It is illegal.
Right.
And so based on that, and the bringing it over state lines for however complicit she was in the whole situation, she was making money at this. And like, I'm not trying to give anybody any real benefit of the doubt here because we just don't know yet. But the way we can all interpret it, I can definitely say, I can bring the text messages up right now. That man was sick.
Very sick.
He was a sick man. He had toys and appliances and different apparatuses for sexual acts that were named after WWE wrestlers. That's sick. And what it names, and like I say, that's all just word of mouth. That's named in the lawsuit, though. It's an official court document. So, I mean, it's something to be speculated about. But all things considered, I could pull up the text messages and display just how sick this man was. And regardless, there's been people talking about how how Vince is a victim in all of this, and the whole Me Too thing, and like say a lot of it has weight, but at the same time, like that man was in such position of power. That woman apparently had just lost her family, her
Yeah.
mom and her dad, for whatever uncircumstantial just what for whatever horrible reason, she lost both of her parents pretty close in conjunction to each other, and she was on the down and out. She was probably depressed and looking for a new job, and somebody introduced her to Vince in her building, and at least that's how it was speculated they came to know each other. And she was in a hard time, and Vince exploited her. He may have said, "Yeah, I'll give you a job. We'll give you the lightest workload available to make this load, but you're going to be my little F doll, my little sex, whatever."
Little garden tool. Little garden tool, huh? Is that what you like, Vince? You demented sick fuck. Hey, real quick before we continue, I also want to give a shout out to the Evils, Dr. and Mrs. Evils, for the $10 super chat from yesterday.
Yeah, shout out. They sent us some.
Sent us both shout out to them for the $10 super chat from
yesterday.
Some
donations, really.
And shout out to my boy Jerome Parker for the $2 super chat just now, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you. Much love to you. Well, to the Cash App super chat. Yeah, that's why I got to call it until I get.
Did he have something to say? Did he have something to say, or was it just a donation?
It was just a donation. This one was.
She was a caregiver for her parents.
Mrs. Evil says she loved the show. So appreciate you. We love you guys as well.
Yes, much love.
But yeah, to what you were saying, man, it is so many people that is involved in this, which actually will basically pivot me to my next point of Ryback trying to call out Triple H to lose his job. Is this now? Do you think this is a case of Ryback just trying to get back into the media because it's Rumble weekend? Or do you actually think
Ryback does this every fucking? Ryback did this when Punk was about to come back. Ryback did this when this very time. He's done it in several other instances. And he is trying to make it apparent that, oh no, I was right. I was this way. I was that way. And yeah, fuck you. You may be right. We all knew he was a sick fuck. But the fact is, it doesn't mean that you're any better of a wrestler just because somebody that was established in the business who didn't like you is gone now. That doesn't mean anything. Right. So fuck off, Ryback. Like you're a dumb shit who wants to fucking renege and you should have been you should have retired when CM Punk came back. Oh no, I said if you return on Saturday to AEW. You didn't even say any of that in your fucking original bet. So fuck off. You have no right or reason to say anything here because all you want to do is poke the bear and get back into the fucking spotlight. Fuck off, Ryback. Have a nice day.
No cap like Jay. Man, hold on.
No cap.
Yeah. That's right, JP. You call Ryback on his bullshit. Fuck you, Ryback. Cry back.
That's all he can do. That's all he can do is demanding TKO to fire Triple H. And here's why. And I'm going to give this is the only bit of credit that I'm going to give to Ryback because he is right in some cases, but that doesn't make him any less of a shitty wrestler. It doesn't make him any less of a fucking liability to the locker room. So let's not get twisted here. Ryback is demanding that Triple H get fired or at least be implicated in some of this because he probably knew a lot of the shit going on in the background, which I said yesterday. He knew a lot of stuff that was going on in the background. And the man had a coronary event. He had a heart attack basically over what they did to his baby, and he already knew what was going on to begin with. So a lot of this stuff was just knowing that these horrible people were taking over his stuff, but he knew a lot of stuff that was going on and couldn't do anything about it. And the same thing for Stephanie, and that's why she left. That has to be why she left.
Exactly.
And all of this timing. Sorry, go ahead.
Good. And I think now that most of that's come to light, I think it really does open the door for Stephanie to come back.
Linda found out in 2022, and that's when the relationship ended. I may have misinterpreted what the news said, but no, that's when the relationship ended, and the NDAs were signed and the payments were being doled out. But I guarantee you, the SEC uncovered a lot of that shit
Oh,
and
hell yeah. Hell
basically
yeah.
and nullified all those NDAs. Stephanie coming back, it would only be after she was completely investigated and deemed clean. And I'm sure Hunter Paul Levesque, I'm sure he's under the same scrutiny. So, what's up, Hooli? Let's not
Holy.
let's not get too up in arms about them getting fired yet, because they may have knew about it, but there was literally nothing they could do.
Exactly.
And the position of power that Vince probably had, and with TKO and Ari Emanuel actually there to assist him, there likely was not anything they could do. But you can speculate that there was a conspiracy in one way, shape, or form, whether Stephanie, Shane, or Hunter were even involved or not. You can
I
see
just
the
don't.
conspiracy.
And for
The text
me,
messages say it all.
yeah, and for me, yeah, the text messages will say it all. I just do not see Hunter's name in there nowhere. I just don't feel like it's in there. I definitely could see Brock's name being up in there. Fuck, I could see some of the people that's over there in AEW right now's name being up in some of these text messages. Mark Henry, Big
And
Show. This was
oh,
around in those
yeah.
areas. You
And here's
know,
another thing. Vince, against the argument that Vince is the victim here, that man, like say, he took again, to re-elaborate, he took a woman who was on hard times, gave her a job, but also had repaid her handsomely for the additional sexual favors that she did for him. Now,
yeah,
whether or not you want to say Vince is the victim here, that was all orchestrated. That had to have been, because the NDAs and the money didn't even start. The real money didn't even start until the NDAs were signed in 2022. But
right,
Vince is on record to have read and own the book 48 Laws of Power, which pretty much tells you how to be a powerful man in society, in business, and to make your word be ultimate. Like, well, that's just paraphrasing, but I mean, basically making you a strong person, both in mind, wit, and business.
right.
And there is no doubt in my mind, based on a lot of the things that we've seen over the years, knowing this, and then seeing and knowing what kind of books he reads, and then hearing about all this, like, it wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if he was on fucking Epstein's plane. But that's an whole
yeah,
nother conversation. We're not
yeah. Whole
monetized
different
yet, so
conversation.
fuck the system.
Keep that can of worms in the pantry. We don't want to open up
And I've
those
got a
can of
whole
worms.
lot to say about that shit too. Tune into my channel whenever it
We gonna
happens.
we gonna keep we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that for Jeremy's part, because boy, I know you probably going for a few hours about that. But I do honestly,
That's to say the least. Yes.
yeah, to say the least. I do feel that it is possible for Stephanie to come in, but yes, they are going to wait until to see how deep this investigation is
hmm
involved.
hmm
I think even if Triple H was remotely involved, he wouldn't even be at the Rumble right now.
Well, there's a difference between knowledge of and then being directly involved, and being
Oh
complicit.
shit! I gotta pause it for a second, ladies and
What
gentlemen.
happened?
You may call
Oh,
him you may call him Mr. God of
oh,
War
God.
himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the boy, Kratos. What is
What's up,
happening, bro?
Kratos?
What's up?
Man,
What is going
appreciate
on?
you for being here. Appreciate you for being. Oh, I like the tag. Rhonda has my respect for roasting Bruce the pig.
Yes, and that,
Let's talk
if we
about
can,
that. Let's talk about Miss
yes,
Rousey for a
let's
second.
segue about that. That woman earned my respect today, like even
I think
more
she earned
so than I
everybody's
did
respect today.
whenever I saw her on the Indies. Um, Ronda Rousey's tweet. Let's pull that shit up, shall we?
No problem.
Dirty, dirty, dir.
Absolutely no problem. She
And it's
said,
guaranteed at this point the man's a pig in every way, in every shape, in every form of the word.
All right. Bruce from Ronda Rousey earlier today at 11:51 a.m. Bruce Pritchard is basically Vince's avatar. If he's still around, Vince still has his hand. Vince still has his hand in the business. Vince was still running things through Bruce when he was gone before. And then right underneath, like whether it's highlighted because I follow him or not, JD's like, "This is one of the greatest tweets ever on this platform."
ever on the platform. Ever on the platform. Yes. Absolutely. However,
well said, Rhonda.
She may have had a great tweet, but however, Hologram says
she still sucks. She's bound to get better if she keeps in the business, but let's not get on the diss Ronda Rousey train. We're trying to be positive.
I mean, who knows? She may pop up in the Rumble tonight.
She may
show back up in Ring of Honor.
Hey, I'm not saying that. Check it out. Look, even Jordan Grace is tweeting about the Rumble.
Well, and then who knows? This may be the Worlds Collide event that they were kind of referring to in 2024. So maybe we get a few TNA knockouts or TNA male competitors on the Rumble. Who knows?
I definitely can see that.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Jordan Grace because I've been kind of waiting for her to make her move because I figured she'd be bound for WWE like anytime. Just considering how
2022 at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I agree with that. You know, and another thing,
Big Mama Pump.
Big Mama Pump. Another thing,
that's
man.
Right.
Look, like I said, I just don't look at Jordan Grace the same like I used to back in the day, man. Jordan Grace before she got Scott Steiner on her brother, you know, she was cute.
I saw that shit too. That was great.
She was so cute, man. I was like, man, Jordan Grace, but then she just lost everything. It's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't.
I guess she really took offense to that one Impact show where Scott Steiner literally slapped her on the ass on on television or something.
Yeah, really like that's
that.
Yep.
And she.
Yeah, she can go. She can go.
Yeah, she can definitely go, JP. Absolutely, but man, she don't need all that damn muscle, man. She is literally
she's going for the bodybuilder type, and like that's the one thing with small competitors. We know how tall is her husband Jonathan Gresham. Not much taller, if not same height as her.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
What he lacks in height, he's got to make up for in wrestling prowess. And the same thing goes for her. But I mean, the one way she's going to get noticed out as an outlier in the pack is if she starts pumping up, man. And that's the one thing I can credit to.
But her boobs turn into pecs, man. They're no longer boobs anymore. They're pecs.
I am not even going to get into that. I'm not touching that. Knowing what to pick and choose my fights and arguments properly, I'm not going to get into that one.
I'm just saying, man. It's like even China, when China first entered, China had these manly structures.
Okay. I will say this.
She softened out.
I will say, Joni Laura did soften out after she got out of the business. But no, and that's another thing. I found Jordan Grace more attractive before she took on that bodybuilder persona. Like losing weight and getting a little bit more tone was cool with me. But then she just kept going and kept going and kept going. And then here we are. So it just
apparently
it
her
took me down.
OnlyFans is like still like active. Apparently, last I heard, she's still active on OnlyFans while doing the bodybuilder stuff.
I could see King
Her
Ross.
actual apparently her OnlyFans tag, her OnlyFans like at is mommy milk, like muscle mommy milkers or something, whatever.
Well, alrighty then.
Muscle mommy. Okay. All right.
That is,
that's actually her.
We're going to leave Jordan Grace alone now. We're going to leave Jordan. This has turned into a whole conversation to the left because it's starting to get a little bizarre in here.
Right. That's an R-rated.
It's starting to get a little bizarre in here. But I mean, big shout out to Jordan Grace and everything. The TNA,
yeah, she's doing great.
Women Knockouts Women's Champion and everything. She is great. If she does show up in the Rumble, I might mark out a little bit because there are some matches that I would like to see Jordan Grace to go up against. So
I want to see Rosemary in it. Personally, I want to see Rosemary in the Rumble because she always said she always wanted to be a knockout.
How about just Decay in general? Decay.
Jessica Havoc included. Get her in there. Get
just do that. That would be fantastic. That'd be fascinating.
Decay versus Kabuki Warriors.
Well, here's the thing: they can't just bring in everybody from TNA, but I mean, like a handful or less, like 2 or 3 at most, and I would say maybe 2 on the men's side, or between 1 and 2 on the men's side and on the women's side. But there would really only be 3. I would really only be okay with 3 TNA wrestlers to cross over.
Which brings me to a question here. Out of those,
otherwise it is a full-on invasion.
Who would the 3 be?
Gresham personally in one of the men's matches on at least WWE in the Rumble. I would give Gresham for a one-off.
I think Moose.
Moose. Josh Alexander, Jonathan Gresham. That's my 3.
Ooh.
That's my
yeah.
Because didn't Jonathan Gresham quit Ring of Honor at one point?
Yeah, he was there. I don't know if he had quit, but he was there. Yeah, of course you would ask this, Matt. Good job, Matt. Good job. Now, where's Alfredo?
We could get Rhino and Heath Ledger back together. Mr. I Got Kids.
Oh, Slater and Rhino. That'd be dope.
I could see that, yeah.
I could see that as a tag title feud with.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard, and I'm sorry that it's about Rhino.
I'd like to see that tag match: Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Judgment Day for the tag titles.
Slater and Rhino, Judgment Day. That has potential. But hell,
no, JP, I'm not really.
Still go.
I'm not really from the school of thought that Gresham would go to WWE either. He always seemed like he made more sense in AEW, but then whatever reason, both Jonathan Gresham and Leo Rush both had big issues with him, and that Swerve being an outlier here, like it just seems like there's some kind of negative stigma.
Leo Rush had problems in the back with like his mouth, as far as I know, in WWE.
Oh yeah, he's got big.
He had a big ego in AEW. The one place that kept his ego in check was New Japan, which he's with New Japan Strong. That's anyway.
Well, now he better. Yeah, it's a whole different.
They're the ones that keep his ego
cultural. It's a whole different cultural thing too. Like you want respect there, you have to give respect.
Yep.
Whereas here, for some reason, people think that they're entitled to respect regardless of whether they earned it or not.
Yep.
It's again, that's a whole nother conversation for another channel.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Go subscribe to this guy right here. He also forgot to put the Bay in his name. I just noticed that, y'all.
Fine. You know what? I took it out because I just took it out. But you know what?
Did you hear that? He didn't even have an excuse.
Nope. Why would I have an excuse?
He could have easily blamed it on. He could have easily blamed it on the boy, but I'm glad he didn't blame it on the Bay nephew. Better. Guys, do you guys think Tama Tonga shows up tonight?
No.
No?
No. His contract may be up, but I don't see it happening.
I'll put it to you this way. I'm about 30-70 that he won't show up. I'm more 70% that he won't show up. But with this whole AJ Styles thing, even JD talked about it earlier. This whole AJ Styles thing, maybe we could get a different Bullet Club versus the OC. Like I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, I've been hearing Finn Balor's getting his contract's up soon, and
What's going on, Blake?
Angel, how you
potentially
doing?
going.
That's my
Hey,
fiance. Treat
Right
her
on.
nicely. Treat them nicely.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
So
Right on. Welcome,
appreciate you.
Blake.
Everybody, I appreciate everybody being up here. Make sure you guys hit that like. But I do believe that maybe Tama Tonga may show up. There has been a heavy rumors of him actually being in WWE, showing up to WWE. I wouldn't mind if it's just a one-off. Show for the Rumble, then go do whatever else you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, maybe. Because I know Triple H been wanting them. I know Triple H has been after him. So
Tama Tonga
I'm
is
just saying,
probably one of the people I would have thought would have already been there.
I
mean, it's like within the last few months. That's what I already thought he would have been. Like he would have already.
But McMahon has been in. But when McMahon is in charge, people stay away. Now that he's officially gone, we talked about the timing. We talked about the forbidden door. Yeah, like we talked about the forbidden door. Just imagine how much open that door is now.
Oh yeah,
the door is definitely
kind of. Remember,
it might be propped open now.
A long time ago, New Japan once had a partnership with the E back in the early to mid 80s.
Yeah,
so they actually had a WWF Junior Heavyweight title at the time.
They did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
But their partnership fell through. I wonder why it fell through. Now,
I know. I know. And so
the McMahon once famously said to promoters, "If territories, I don't negotiate."
Yeah,
as they're looking for their fucking plan.
Yes, Vince fired his own father out the company.
Yep,
got rid of his own father out of the company.
We gave him his flowers and then put him into early retirement.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, he did that because Vince wanted to take over the other territories. That's what Vince wanted to do. So, so only thing I got to say is, Vince, go to hell. Good riddance, you rotten scumbag. Fuck you and your constituents.
Wish you horribly in your future endeavors, dropping soap.
Terribly in your endeavors. All of that.
That man is going to prison. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way he's not going to prison. If he gets
off of this scot-free in some way, shape, or form.
Oh my God.
There is no hope for the rest of the business.
Oh my God. I will be on this. I will be on this channel for hours, just explaining my displeasing this vile, demented fuck known as Vincent Kennedy McMahon. The man.
I can already tell you, it'll be for you. That'll be a rant like Cowboys losing just a few weeks ago. That'll be a rant of epic proportions.
Yes, and I'm telling you,
will prove that the judicial system failed the wrestling business.
Failed the business. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I understand Vince has pull in top offices, like he's good friends with Donald Trump and shit like that. Fuck all of that. Wrong is wrong, damn it.
Yeah, Donald Trump is going to disavow.
And do you realize how all these people are in trouble now?
Yeah. Someone posted in the chat for JD last night. It just happened to be Mercedes' birthday, the day the man resigned.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mercedes. Happy birthday,
Mercedes Bernardo.
So yeah, man, they better do this right. They better do this right, and are we finally finna get the creative that we want? I mean, because Bruce is still there. But according to rumors, Bruce is actually playing ball and smiling and laughing and telling Triple H, "I
if
love
they
you."
if they are smart, they will distance themselves from everybody that was close to Vince, and Bruce is on that list.
Blake,
There's
yes,
still a
that is
few
great
people in that
present
company
for that woman.
and
That is a great present.
but the fact that Triple H had his cardiac event after his baby was dismantled by Vince, you can kind of see that Triple H wasn't part of this. Like if he was playing ball, maybe he would still have black and gold. But
that is a great fucking point. That is after all of this, what you said is a great fucking point, bro. If Triple H would have played ball, we still might be having black and gold today. But since Triple H didn't play ball, Vince McMahon turned NXT into a goddamn circus.
Because it all kind of coincided around that time. Who knows?
And then all the big names of NXT.
I would love to see that
randomly.
I would love to see a proper timeline of events, because if you break that down a certain way, you can kind of tell what happened and what might have been a precursor to it. But like, I seriously think that because Triple H didn't want to play ball at that time, that's why he lost NXT Black and Gold, and that's why they killed it.
And you know what? I want to say this. And I'm not going to speak on behalf of everyone, because I know everybody don't feel like the way that I feel. So this is just me saying this. I want to apologize to Shawn Michaels, because after you just said that, bro, it just made me put in a different perspective that Shawn Michaels got to do exactly what Vince got to do exactly what Triple H is doing on the fucking main roster, and that's clean up Vince's bullshit. And he got to make do what he got.
I meant to say this yesterday, but like say it slipped my mind. But yeah, this with the timeline of events, it makes all sense that Vince was all this shit was coming out about Vince behind closed doors with Linda and doing the NDAs, and whenever Triple H didn't want to play ball, and whether be complicit in his activities or just wasn't gonna vouch for him, that's when it all went south for Triple H and he lost black and gold. That's my
we want to sit there and blame it on the Wednesday Night Wars as the reason why he lost black and gold. I think that was just an excuse to have for the real reason why Triple H lost black and gold.
Horrible. NXT was not doing bad at the time that they definitely took a hit when AEW was when they were going head to head against Dynamite. But when it came down to it, it really
had good shows.
It makes a lot. Yeah, NXT was doing fine. There was no reason to cancel it or change it or do anything. They may have hit. They had their high. They had their highs. They had their highs and they had their lows, just like any wrestling company or wrestling promotion has. So, I mean, it can all be
their highest moment, in my opinion, was Rhea Ripley beating Shayna for the NXT Women's title.
Yes,
that was the highlight of NXT Black and Gold and their end days before 2.0.
Yes, sir. But when it comes down to it, like say we can speculate all day, but Black and Gold was amazing. Regardless, it was what we aspire Dynamite to be in a lot of cases, but with their own flair. But when it comes down to it, again, it wasn't their performance. It was Triple H not wanting to play ball. I'm willing to put money on it.
And I'm willing to put money on that too. I'm definitely willing to put money on that. It's just that makes so much sense.
I'm willing to put an entire month's worth of paychecks on that bet.
Can somebody clip that part and send that to JD? Because I think JD will be absolutely mind blown to hear about that.
I'm sure JD probably has already pondered this. If we're thinking it, JD probably already has. Yeah. And I like say I don't know that it's been addressed on it. I don't know that it's been addressed, but on his channel, or he specifically said it. But like say, just in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I really think that when Triple H didn't want to play ball, all this shit was coming out behind the scenes. He didn't want to play ball. And so they took his baby and fucking stabbed it through the heart.
Hey, has anybody seen Future?
And which stabbed him through the heart.
Anybody seen Future? Hey, shout out to Future, who's had one hell of a fucking weekend so far, man. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Starks, Candice, LeRae, and Johnny Gargano. I wish you could have got a video of saying the Big Mo Baby podcast or something. Like
that would have been the shit.
I will make that part of my introduction. Like
no. That at that point, Future does that. Future did that. Like he already deserves a wrench. I don't know why. Did we give him a wrench?
He's got a wrench on my channel already.
Well, no. Like say he deserves to be a part of this.
Oh, he's gonna get one. Period.
He deserves it.
He definitely will.
Shout out Future. If you see this, yeah, you earned it.
As a matter of fact, Future, I have to make your name bigger on the sign now. But he's had one hell of a weekend, man. He had breakfast with these
Kratos, you're earning your spot pretty good too. So don't feel left out.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Little Montana. Shout out to Rage. Rage will be on my channel later on tonight. We're probably gonna hang out for another few more minutes, and then I got a few errands to run before it's time for the Rumble. But shout out to Rage. She will be on the channel. Hooli will also be on my channel here later on tonight. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Of course, Rob will also be here. The bro from the Mo will be here. And possibly Kratos will be here as well, guys.
I'm going to be here.
So, hey, it's going to be a packed house. And you guys are not going to want to miss a goddamn thing that's going on tonight. Surprises, possible upsets. And we're going to definitely learn more about this investigation as it comes out. So make sure you guys hit that bell for all notifications. And go ahead. You see it scrolling at the bottom. If you're feeling lovely, feeling nice, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1,000. And also subscribe to the bro from the Mo. This guy right here, the Men Most Smart. His channel is coming soon. You're not going to want to miss nothing on there. And of course, can't forget about Rob. Tomorrow, AFC Championship. Yours truly right here did the intro. Ravens, Chiefs is definitely going down. If you want to support the bro from the Mo, there's his Cash App right there. Show your love to Kratos. Show your love to the whole family, man. So
sub to me if you want the gaming portion of the community in here. Sub to me if you want some gaming.
Yeah.
Because
just click on this name, subscribe to his channel.
I will be streaming WWE 2K24 when it comes out in the 3-day window. I will be streaming that.
All right. I'm not, because I was gonna say you giving it a 3-day window.
March 5th and 6th, March 5th, 6th, and 7th. I'll be streaming before the official launch date on Steam, not on console. On Steam.
On Steam, you hear it, guys. Go subscribe to Kratos if you want to get that 2K24 action 3 days before the official release, so you can judge by your cell phone if you want to grab the game or not. I'm telling you right now, I am going to watch it because on TV it looks good. Actually,
it looks good.
Totally different. So I'm definitely going to be watching Kratos' stream. I'm definitely going to be engaging with Kratos to find out how does he feel about the game, and he might be the ultimate decision whether if I get the game or not. So make sure you guys go do that.
I'll tell you right now. On paper, it looks good, but we have to wait and see from a member's perspective about it. I don't know if it's worth $120 for the 40 years of WrestleMania crap. Because a lot of that content is post-launch content. A lot of it for the 40 years of Mania, they said in the description, post-launch content. There's no exact date on some of the content. Like the WrestleMania 40 arena coming soon. That's coming after April. That doesn't come until after Mania 40.
Well,
exactly.
And on top of that, all digital sales, you get a free 2K23 standard edition. So, who really loses?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just more on the verge to until I see better. Just like I feel like when me and Future was talking about the EA college football, it's still done by the same engine, which has deterred me from even purchasing the game anyway.
No, speaking of which, that's supposedly rumors is coming out July 12th.
I want to see gameplay footage.
Same. I'm tired of this motion capture crap. I want gameplay footage now.
Yes. And if I don't see gameplay footage, I'm not buying the game. I'm not buying the game if I don't see gameplay footage. You're not going to sucker me into a Madden.
Word at the bottom that says not actual gameplay at the bottom, we'll know something's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it has that wording, not actual gameplay at the bottom or the cutscenes for it, we'll know something's up.
Well, a lot of that is like cutscenes and stuff. They use a little cutscenes with moves and stuff because they, like say, with the dynamics of how they map it, they are. It's better off just doing it in a screen. Like I can understand if they're showing those moveset scenes pretty much, but I mean for the gameplay, like say, because there's a lot of bouncing back and forth in the same cut in games. Like how many cutscenes do you have per match? I mean, it just kind of it's just a wonder about that.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Now
that is definitely true.
For context of where I'm going to be streaming, I'll be streaming on my Twitch the game. OTS_Kratos. That's where I'm at.
OTS_Kratos. Now make sure y'all go subscribe to him on Twitch. Make sure y'all go do that.
I will also have the full stream afterwards on my YouTube channel for anyone who wants to see it on YouTube as well.
That'll work. See, getting it together. The BiggOh family is getting it together. I told y'all we are better than Don Callis' family. All right, I done told y'all. Shout out to the supporters wherever you are. Goddamn it, Rick fucking Sanchez. I need you to report to me ASAP, son. Also, Future, Eddie, Guardian of Chaos, the GOC of the IWC, Raging Girl Gamer, Mr. Dark Ace, Jeffrey Strogan, who always shares the live stream. Much love for you, Jeffrey. Nate the Spider Hunter TV, and of course, Wrestling Baby with Scripts. And we all know that Little Montana and Jeremy, they're getting their channels up and going really soon. Go subscribe to Scripts. He got a few videos out. I went on there. I left a few likes. He talks about TNA. He talks about WWE. He talks about Rampage. He talks about it all. Go subscribe to your boy Scripts, man. Pretty soon we all gonna be up here on the channel sometime soon. So
pretty soon.
So I'm cool with that. But we are about an hour and a half away from the kickoff show to the Royal Rumble, and I got a few things I got to do. So, gentlemen,
before we get off,
I was going to say, is there anything you guys want to say? Feel free. Now's the time.
Yeah, at this point, like I say, I just want to extend again best wishes and prayers for Dr. Evil, Genius, and Mrs. Evil for the loss of Blind Bat.
Yes.
The father of Dr. Evil Genius passed away either late last night or earlier this morning. Yes, sir. He passed away. Blind Bat. If anybody
knew him in the chat.
From the chat. Like I say, my engagements with him were minimal, but they were always wholesome and very lighthearted, and he will be missed. And like I say, I just want to say to everybody in the TSP family, keep your chins up, especially to Dr. Evil Genius and Mrs. Evil.
Chins up.
Yep.
Absolutely. Can we get some prayer emojis? Prayer emojis in the chat for Dr. Evil and Mrs. Evil. Prayer emojis.
What was that?
Kratos, you got anything?
Any negativity sent their way, you deal with us. Any negativity sent their way, you deal with us.
They're all capable of dealing with it, but yeah, we will go to bat for them day in, day out.
Hold up. And y'all don't want to deal with me. Y'all know.
Damn right.
Y'all don't want to deal with me. Y'all know how I am when it comes to benching or getting on somebody's ass. Pause. Y'all know.
He'll have no fury from the Big O.
My ass will be on you like Sting with his bats. I'll beat you. I'll beat you with a fucking Sting bat. Shit.
You silly bastard.
Get him with a Sting bat. You know,
I got a little. I
So,
got
yeah,
a little
man.
rack in my room somewhere around there.
I got well, mine is in my garage. I got me a good old Louisville Slugger that I've had for years. It's in the garage.
I took my baton inside, otherwise I'd have it right here, and it'd be about this long.
I'll be like Casey Jones, Jose Canseco back.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
So
thanks everybody for the prayer emojis.
Fucking have.
Yeah, appreciate the prayer emojis, man. Dr. Evil, Mrs. Evil, anytime we're here for you. The OTS family, we're here for you.
They still supposedly have their stream scheduled for tonight. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, 6:45. That's what I saw. 6:40. I saw.
Yeah, they're watch along for the Rumble starts at 6:30 or 6:45. So I'll be popping back over. I'll be over there and whatnot. But I'll be on stream with Mr. Otis here in just a little while.
I go live 5 minutes after he does. I go live 5 minutes after Dr. Evil. So I'll be over there for those 5 minutes.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be over there to again reassure my condolences and everything to Dr. Evil and everything before I come back over here and go live over here for the Rumble. So, but guys, that's gonna do it for right now. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Go get your refreshments, get your smoke, hey. When I say if you got a Sparky, y'all damn it, y'all better. Y'all fucking better. It's gonna be one of those nights. Y'all know it's gonna be crazy in the venue in JD's chat later on tonight. It's gonna be pandemonium, and we're gonna be here for it all, man. On behalf of the bro from the Mo and the Kratos right here. Hey, it's your boy BiggOh, man. This is the BiggOh wrap up. We'll see you guys later, man. We'll holler at you later. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. Don't get into no goddamn trouble. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. Deuces.
Deuces. Deuces.